Are you writing content that confuses both AI systems and human readers? Here's something that a lot of people don't understand. The way you structure your content determines how AI systems can summarize your content, how search engines can crawl and index your content, and how human readers just actually understand what you're talking about. In this video, I'm going to show you the concept of text chunking. Now, text chunking is basically the idea where you structure your content in a very specific way to make it very easy to understand for anybody who comes across it. And that counts for Google, it's for all AI systems, and it's for human readers in particular as well. Let me start off by explaining why this topic matters more now than it did ever before. When you're writing content these days, you're writing for two very distinct audiences. On the one hand, you have AI systems that include ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and actually most of the search engines with the AI capabilities that they have and the technology that they rely on. On the other hand, you're writing for regular, everyday human readers. If you learn to understand how AI readers actually interpret and look at this content, it will actually turn you into a much better writer overall. The key concept that you need to understand is called chunking. And that is how AI actually breaks down pieces of content into understandable bits. Here's the very important concept just to understand, which we're going to go into more detail on now, is if you are actually doing the chunking correctly and AI systems can understand it easily, you'll be winning. And more often than not, you're going to have the perfect type of writing for humans to consume easily. Here's what most people don't understand about how AI actually processes text. AI doesn't read all of your content at once, like a search engine might. They do it very similar to how humans do it, where you would just be scanning a page trying to see what the content is about and trying to find the sections that you're actually interested in. When your content is chunked in a proper way, AI can actually understand the different concepts. They can understand how pieces fit together. They can generate summaries very easily on key concepts, and they can extract key information reliably. On the other hand, if your content is dense and poorly structured, it becomes a little bit more difficult. Then some of the meaning might be lost. The summaries would be a little bit of a mess. Some concept would just completely be missed, and you're not going to be understood for what you were probably trying to say. And here's the kicker. If AI struggles with understanding what you're writing about, you can almost be guaranteed that humans are also going to struggle to understand what you're talking about. One of the most important concepts that you have to master when it comes to text chunking is learning to convey a lot of what you say in short paragraphs. Simply think of each paragraph as a self-contained single thought. Short paragraphs of 2 to 4 sentences maximum are ideal, and it's easy then to discuss a topic and then move on to a next topic after that. I'm going to read you a bad example of a paragraph. And sorry, this one I couldn't memorize because it's too long, so bear with me. This is a horrible example of what you might encounter. Our software is great for productivity because it integrates seamlessly with existing tools, provides automated reports, and allows managers to track team performance efficiently in real-time dashboards. Yes, 57 words in total. It's a bit chaotic, and it's a little difficult to actually just understand exactly what the features are and how it all fits together. So let's see how we can do that in a much better way by using text chunking. A good example would be something along these lines. Our software integrates seamlessly with existing tools. It provides automated reports for quick insights. Managers can track team performance in real-time dashboards. Now notice the difference? It's exactly the same information. It's just in a format that is so much easier to actually understand. You don't need to try and decipher it. You don't need to pull it apart. Each sentence just clearly states the different features. For humans, the biggest benefit is it reduces cognitive load. You're so overwhelmed with so much media these days that if you make it easier for people to read it, easier for people to comprehend it, and people will find what they're looking for on a page far quicker. For AI systems, on the other hand, it allows them to understand what is written, pull out certain facts, pull out certain concepts, and be able to summarize it a lot better. And they'd be able to understand the relationship between all of these different parts of content that you've put together. Now, here's the second critical concept that you need to understand, is when you've got the short paragraphs, start using it all in trying to just convey one single thought. On the one hand, it helps AI to clearly understand that thought and that exact concept. And on the human reader side, it actually makes it very easy to look at a specific piece of information, ingest it, and move on. When you're conveying this thought, use explicit facts. Don't go for very general types of language. And here's a good example. Our solution solves problem A by using method B. Another good example would be if you implement these 3 steps, you will get a 40% increase. Simple, straightforward facts. A bad example is our solution is very effective and it will help with various things. Another bad example is many experts believe this solution would provide positive outcomes. Now, that says nothing. What are positive outcomes? What are solutions to things? That is just so general and there's nothing to it. So how can AI understand it? How can search engines understand it? And how can humans actually understand what you are offering? So stay explicit and focused rather than vague in general. Because if you're explicit and focused, the facts can be extracted, the details can be understood, the summaries will be a lot more accurate, and that is something that both AI can understand and humans can easily read and comprehend as well. The next thing that's very important to look at is the structure that you actually put into any piece of written content. I'm going to throw up an example on the screen here just to show exactly what it looks like. But when you look at headings and you look at how they are structured, that gives a very clear indication of how different levels of your content are grouped together. So the H1s cover the very main subject that you're trying to discuss. The H2s are the subheadings where you discuss different concepts. And then the H3s to the H6s are actually subtopics of that, where you can go into it a little bit more detail. Why this works is because it gives a very clear indication to AI of exactly what the whole page is about, as well as the different sections that would be covered. From those different sections, they can clearly map out everything that you're trying to say, and they can then grab the facts and the information from each of those respective contents using your very clear short paragraphs that you've put under each of the headings. For human readers, it's as simple as you can just understand what is actually being written. For search engines, it's just a wonderful way of understanding the structure of your site, and it allows them to more accurately crawl and index what you are trying to say. So here's a short little checklist of things that you can run through, and it's very simple. You don't need to go through very complex processes trying to do text chunking. A lot of it comes down to logic, but here are a couple of steps that you can run through. We've put together 5 very simple principles that you can have a look at that'll help guide you. The principle 1 is 1 idea per paragraph. That's very simple and straightforward. Don't try and explain more than you're actually trying to cover in that 1 paragraph. Principle 2 is using clear labels. Using clear headers to actually tell AI and human readers what is coming is crucial and will help so much. So just having benefits versus having the 3 key benefits to using AI automation is so vastly different, but so self-explanatory as well. Principle 3, use bullet points for lists. Lists are just easier to scan for both AI and for human readers. So when you have multiple items, use bullets or numbers. So instead of using our features include automation, reporting, and analytics, simply break it down to bullet points where you have it: automation, reporting, and analytics. The 4th principle is to make sure that you have a very natural flow to what you're trying to say. Don't jump between different topics. Make sure that every topic follows on the one before it, so that you build up a comprehensive picture of what you're trying to convey with the whole piece of content. The 5th principle is actually just natural keyword use. Don't try and overdo it. Don't try and stuff keywords. Just use ones that you would use in your natural way of talking about a specific topic. So let's look at a before and after example. And I've got another monster here that I'm just going to read to you. It's a long paragraph. So I'm going to just look that way to actually read through it, and then we'll do the better version after that. So our email marketing platform helps businesses grow their subscriber lists through advanced segmentation capabilities that allow you to target specific demographics, combined with automated workflows that save time and improve engagement rates, plus detailed analytics that show you exactly which campaigns are performing best so you can optimize your strategy over time. That is just exhausting and impossible to understand clearly. So here's how we will actually improve it. And I'm going to throw up the example on the screen for you just to follow along. So after it is well chunked, that first section will be email marketing platforms as an H1. Then under that, advanced segmentation with a little description of exactly what the advanced segmentation will be about. Then automated workflows and a little explanation about that. Then detailed analytics to show exactly what that is about. See the difference? It's exactly the same information. It's just so much easier to scan and read, so much easier to understand the respective features, and to actually form an opinion on whether or not this is the tool for you. Now let's put this into practice. And here's a practical example that you can go and test for yourself. What I would like to suggest is go to your site and go and grab a piece of content, say a blog article that's roughly about 500 words in length. Next, go and rewrite that article in a separate document. So break it into chunks that are very understandable. Change it into smaller paragraphs of 2 to 4 sentences. Make sure that you state clear facts. Make sure that the topics flow into each other and that it is an understandable overall body of content. Now you've got the two pieces of content. The before that was on your site and the after where you've applied these principles. Now it's time for the test. Test this. Go to your favorite AI tool, be it ChatGPT or Claude or any of the others, and ask it to read the one and interpret its understanding of the one and then the other. And just have a look at how it changes from the one version to the other, how easy it is for the AI systems actually to understand the two different ones. And that would give you a very clear indication of just how well this concept actually works. But let's bring all of this back to the core concept that is important here. Chunking isn't just about making AI happy, it is about clarity. When you write in short paragraphs, you have explicit claims, you state facts, it's just so much easier to consume. It's easier to read for a human, it's easier to digest for an AI system, it's easier to crawl an index for a search engine. The universal principle that applies is that good text chunking and good writing for AI is actually just good writing, full stop. You're not actually choosing to write for AI systems or choosing to write for humans. You are just basically choosing to write better and choosing to write more comprehensible pieces of content. And there you have it, the complete guide to text chunking for AI and human readers. Remember, short paragraphs, single descriptive claims, easy to understand headers, a logical flow in how different pieces fit together. You're on the right path. These principles just make content better for everyone. So definitely apply these. If you're already using AI in this way to help improve your writing, comment below on exactly how you are doing it. And if you found this video helpful, click the subscribe button. We'd love to see you in the next video.